Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome into. Oh no, I'm trying to do something. There it goes. Welcome into another game here on this Tuesday matchup. This one between the BCA Bobcats and the Eagles. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. My name is Hunter Mancuso. I am your broadcaster, per usual. This second game of this Wednesday matchup will be a duplicate of the game last night. We saw the Bobcats and the Eagles go about 2 or 3 innings before the rain cut it short. The thunder, lightning, and everything was rolling in last night. Called it. But as for right now, the record stands. The Bobcats sit at 7-13. They will be the home team, or the away team, excuse me. They will be in dark blue. The Eagles debuting their light blue jersey for the first time this season. They are 7-9. Now the Eagles respectively are in fourth out of 5 teams. The Bobcats are in fifth out of 5 teams. This battle is to get out of last place. The Bobcats have been in last place for every game this season. The Eagles have not been in last place. This could be their first time on the chopping block in terms of fifth place. And I found out before this game the bracket play, which starts in 2 weeks. It will go Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, not next week, but the week after, will only consist of the top 4 teams. So both of these teams now fighting for that last spot in the bracket play. But as for right now, it should be a fun one. The Eagles will be home. They will be batting first. The Bobcats, or opposite way, the Bobcats will be batting first. They are away. The Eagles will be in the field. They are the home team. I will flip this around, and baseball will be commencing here momentarily. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. Defensively for the Eagles, as they will trot out here momentarily, we will see the starter Sean Kingston get a start. He will be throwing to Cohen Beyblade behind the plate. Over at first, Brody Waller. Hayden Griffith will come in at second base. David Clark at shortstop per usual. Gavin House right at third. Eli Koch, Dylan Stincham, and Peyton Witter getting the rotation in the outfield today. Andrew Lewis will be the EH. I might have come on the microphone a little early. Didn't know that we were not going to start as quickly as I thought we were. But good viewership tuning in. I appreciate everybody. The sun is shining. We have not heard the sirens go off yet today. So this game will be underway here momentarily, and we should play the full 7 innings. Of course, we are only guarded by the 10 p.m. cutoff time. So if we don't hit that, which I don't expect us to, I think we should be all right. We have 2 hours and 20 minutes to play with. If we were hitting that threshold, then we would be hitting a long game anyways. But as for right now, your home team, the Eagles, will be taking the field first. They will look to kind of straighten the ship after that tough loss last night. One of the coaches said it didn't count. One of them said it did. And of course, the coach that said it did was the coach that lost, the Eagles head coach, and the coach that said it didn't count was the Bobcats head coach. So until the official standings are updated, I will be the tiebreaker, and I will say it did count just for the sake of battling for the 5th place spot. The Eagles are 7-9. If they lose today, they'll be 7-10. The Bobcats are 7-13. If they win today, they will be 8-13. So even though the Eagles would still have 4 less losses than the Bobcats, they will have also 1 less win, and that's where the standings all start, is with the wins. So it is a battle to get out of last. And the Bobcats, who, like we mentioned, are still 4 losses behind the Eagles, really cannot afford to lose this one if they want any chance of making the tournament. And for their bright sake, getting out of last place for the first time all season. They have been in last for the entirety of it. The Eagles are debuting their new light blue jerseys. I don't know if they're new or what the deal with them is, but they have been in red every other game this season. So this will be the first time they are in these baby blue shirt jerseys. The Bobcats are in their typical navy blue athletic jerseys. Athletics for Brett Carroll Athletics. Due up first for the previously mentioned Bobcats. It'll be 1, 2, and 3. Ian Setzer, Isaac Yearwood, and Jacob McCord to get things going here tonight, or this evening. Great viewership tuning in just in time for first pitch. I appreciate everybody getting in here on time. I've started the streams a little bit earlier, and so far it's panned out for the best. Sean Kingston's first pitch home to Setzer fouled off, and we are officially underway. and Setcha the team leader in batting average. Batting in the leadoff spot for a reason. When I got here this afternoon before the 5 o'clock game, it was pouring rain. Walking to my car from from my car to the broadcast booth, I was getting drenched on, and I didn't think that either game was going to be played today. Instead, the rain stopped about 15 minutes later, and we haven't heard any sirens today. And in front of us, sky is all blue and sunshine. Behind us, a little cloudy, but maybe not enough to bring a crazy downpour like it happened last night. Setzer lines it into center. Stenstrom finding it. Setzer put away for the first out in the game. That'll bring out the lefty Yearwood. It was great timing, actually. I know the broadcast was cut off in quick fashion, but from the time the game was called, I was on the field, so I had to hustle back up here. Then you could really starting to hear the thunder and whatnot picking up, so I had to pack up real quick. And right as I'm getting in my car, maybe 30 seconds down the road, it starts to pour rain. Very rough conditions driving back to the apartment. So hopefully it does not, have that kind of weather again today. But forecast doesn't say it should, or at least the last time I checked the forecast, it didn't say it. Wouldn't surprise me, though. Yearwood the appeal down, and field umpire says he went around. Yearwood now at 0-2. Another day with the home plate umpire. We mentioned yesterday that will be the end of ABS this season for the SMCL. So it'll be back to regular home plate umpire action. We'll have one behind the plate and one in the field. Yearwood at a 1-2, and he swings and misses at the 1-2. He will strike out for out number 2 here in the first. Sean Kingston retiring the first 2 ECs to start this one. 2 up, 2 down for the 3-hole hitter, Jacob McCord. So as much as I do like the home plate umpire being back, I think it's better for the league. I do miss already having the app and seeing every pitch come across and seeing the pitch type, pitch speed, where it is, how the pitchers are using their pitches to set up and counts. Granted, we can still assume from each pitch, like, oh, that was a fastball, oh, that was a curveball. But not having it in front of me, it's a whole lot different. But we're back to normal. 0-2 popped up out of play. I'll be sitting here looking at Game Changer with my phone propped up throughout the whole game like we have been all season. Ford quickly at a 0-2. That one on the corner, called strike 3. Jacob McCord goes down looking. 3 up, 3 down for Kingston in the first. He will get his squad up to bat momentarily. The score hasn't changed. It's 0-0. ready to go in the bottom of the first inning. The Bobcats will send out Cole Wessel on the mound. He will face Hayden Griffith up first. Andrew Lewis and Cohen Beyblade. Bryce Cowell behind the dish over at first. Cameron Combs at second. Samuel Harding at shortstop. Braden Cox over at third. Ian Setzer left, center, and right. Will be McCord, Brockholt, and Say. Both McCord's, Yearwood, Say, and Rockholt will be on a rotation today in the outfield. So a 5-man outfield rotation for the Bobcats. And we'll see how many pitchers they get through. But the lefty Cole Wessel getting things going against Hayden Griffith. Getting even with the leadoff man, now 1-1. For the question, do they count the rain games as a win? I don't know. I did mention that. Also, it was great to meet you as well. I'm glad to meet everybody. I've got nothing but praise today. Hayden Griffith over the right side, coming in to Chris Say and Salo right. He will put it away. That one was a stutterful sentence. But Chris Say making the play in shallow right field. I did mention it earlier in the broadcast, sorry, that I don't know if the rain games counted as a win. For standing sake and for the broadcast sake, I will say they do. We have not heard official word, but if it did, then obviously the Bobcats will be credited with a 1-0 win. And talking to coaches between games as Andrew Lewis comes up, big swing and a miss from the lefty. Talking to coaches between games, the Eagles coach said the game did count. The Bobcats coach said it didn't count. And obviously that's funny because the Eagles would have lost and the Bobcats would have won. But as for right now, I'm not sure. As the standings update the next few days, or as I hear word, I will come back and hopefully have an answer. But for my sake, I'm going to talk about them like they are, because it would be a waste to just not have a game be credited as anything. As Andrew Lewis goes down on 3 pitches, what a pickup for Cole Wessel, 2 up, 2 down. But assuming they do, the Eagles would be 7-9, and the Bobcats would be 7-13 instead of 6-13 and 7-8. So that's where we stand. 1-2-3, Cohen Beyblade up. 2 up, 2 down, a line out, a strikeout. See how the catcher fares. Good evening for baseball. Weather not too hot. The rain bringing cooler temperatures. Of course, it is still hotter in my broadcast booth as opposed to outside. So I do like when I step outside between innings or after the game, and it's just, a 10-degree difference. Beyblade up the middle. Harding trying to make a play. He will on the backhand. He will throw over in time. A 1-2 inning for Cole Wessel to get things going in the first. Neither team gets anything. We are through 1 full. Score still 0-0. 4, 5, and 6 up for the Cats as the second inning will get going. They will see Sean Kingston out again. He went 1, 2, 3 in the first. Cameron Combs, Braden Cox, and Mac McCord slated for inning number 2. Combs getting the start in the cleanup position today. Combs drills one out to deep center field. Stencham looking up, and it's gone! A solo shot to start the second for Cameron Combs. He knew it off the bat. You saw him flip the bat at the bottom of your screen. Bobcats on the board. It is 1-0 now. What an absolute missile sent out to straightaway left center. Stencham only giving it a few courtesy steps before Combs will circle around the bases safely. Bobcats on the board first. Dugout going wild for Combs, as they should. That was a ball that was crushed. Looking to follow it up now is Braden Cox, the lefty. An exciting way to get the second inning going. Had to go back and listen to the call, clip it off the YouTube. I will make sure that is posted at the end of the week. It is an odd number week, which means the home run should be plentiful. Only the second day, that was only home run number 2 of the week. Granted, the second and third games yesterday did not play in their entirety, so we might have gotten robbed of a few more. But Cox will look to follow it up, and the 3-1 the opposite way through the gap. The diving play made by Clark, but it's into the left field. So 2 hits for the Cats to start the second inning. They are finding some barrels here off of Sean Kingston. Now we'll see what Mac McCord got in the tank. I think it's funny how maybe not funny, they're more, used to seeing the trajectory of the ball, but the players know off the bat if the ball is gone or not, and me just being as cautious as I am with the home run calls, I wait until it's, completely over the fence before I really start getting excited about it, because there have been too many times before that I've started to call a home run or it's been jumped up and grabbed over the wall or not even close. But Cameron Combs, I glanced down at him after he was making contact, and he knew off the bat. So good for Combs. I believe that is his first home run of the season. Mac McCord gets hit with the 2-0. So that'll put 3 straight runners on. We'll see if Chris A can make it a 4th. Bobcats going unofficially 1-1 yesterday. If you want to give them credit for their early win, then that would be a win, and then they would have lost the first game they played against the Copperheads. So 1-1 yesterday, looking to go 2-1 on the week with a win today. And Chris A drillers one out to deep right. Peyton Witter a few steps in front of the wall, and he will make the catch on the warning track. Braden Cox tagging from second. He will head into third base safely. It's a deep sacrifice fly to move a runner over. Chris A just getting underneath it, but he advances the runner regardless. Runners in the corners, 1 out. Not bad contact there from the lefty. Lucas Rockhold joining the party now in the second. Behind Rockhold will be Samuel Harding and Bryce Cow. 8, 9, and 10 to round out the first time through the lineup. 1-0 inside the throw down, trying to get McCord. And the tag will not be put on from the shortstop, Clark. Looks like he could have gotten him. Not sure what the mishap was, but is a stolen bag for Mac McCord. He's in the second base. The 1-0 miss, so now it's 2-0. Three straight misses to Rockhold. Samuel Harding on deck might get a opportunity with the bases loaded in his first at-bat tonight. And Harding will. It's a 4-pitch walk to Lucas Rockhold. He will be aboard. We will get a mound meeting to talk to the pitcher, Sean Kingston. Huge at-bat for Samuel Harding, looking to keep adding on some more for his squad. Already one across, bases loaded, only one out. Kingston in a dangerous spot. The 1-1 to Harding gets a big swing and a miss. The lefty now down 1-2. Behind him, Bryce Cowell. Bobcats would love to add on some more. Their games typically go back and forth. Kingston's 1-2, just missing the corner. Close miss. Two up. So now we'll get a huge pitch here. One out, payoff pitch. Everybody on. Sam Harding goes down swinging. 3-2 strikeout. Huge pickup for Sean Kingston. Undoubtedly what him and the Eagles needed in a tough spot. Crisis almost averted. The only man in the way of that is now Bryce Cowell. First pitch to the catcher comes home. Now 0-1. So with Cowell up at the plate, we will currently see Cox, McCord, and Rockhold all on base. It's a big swing and a miss. Now down 0-2. Sean Kingston only a strike away from stranding the bases loaded behind him. The 0-2 on the ground over to third. House right plays it, but he can't field it cleanly, trying to stay with it. The throw over. Not in time. Bryce Cowell hustles it out. So it will be an E5. Everybody advances a base. And the Bobcats get one more in the process. They take their lead up to 2, lined up flipping over in just the perfect time. We'll see what Ian Setzer can do. Ian 0 for 1 today. His second at bat here in only the second inning. Big swing and a miss from the third baseman. The throw trying to get the pinch runner. I believe that is Jake Farmer in for Cal. And to me, it looked like he got him on the foot before he could get back safely. That was a very close play over at first. Setzer in a 0-2. McCord, Rockhold, and Farmer on. The 0-2 to Setzer. Did that hit him on the hand or maybe the knob of the bat? I can't tell where it hit Setzer. He's now bending over. It might have got him on the handmate bone on the inner part of his hand, it looks like. Maybe on the wrist. Hopefully Setzer is okay. Nobody advancing a bag. I'm not sure if it was a rough foul ball. I don't think they're going to allow Setzer to get aboard because of a hit by a pitch. I believe it might have been ruled a foul ball instead. I could not hear if it hit the bat or anything. Windows are half closed. There's no easy audible cues for me to hear today. But I believe the count will still be 0-2. The 1-2 on the ground over short. Coming in is Clark. He will field it on a hop, throw over. Setzer retired. The Bobcats strand him loaded. They do get 2 in the process. That is the end of the top of the second. Bobcats now lead 2-0. Bottom 2, Cole Wessel went 1-2-3 in the first. So look to double up on that again. He'll face 4, 5, and 6. Brody Waller, Peyton Witter, and David Clark. He is now pitching with a 2-run lead. First pitch down on Waller, 1-0. Bobcats scored 2. One of them coming on a Cameron Combs solo shot to left center. Another one coming on an infield error. They lead by 2 in the bottom of the 2. Wessel only needing 11 pitches to get through 3 batters in the first frame. One gets a big swing from the first baseman. Waller down 1-2. Brody Waller, a very aggressive swing when he does. We've seen him make loud contact. Looking for it here potentially. One or 2-2 gets Brody Waller down swinging. A strikeout picked up for Cole Wessel to start the frame. 1 up, 1 down in the second. Following up is now the right fielder, Peyton Witter. Witter chops 1 foul, now behind 1-2. Wessel making his 7th appearance. This is his 4th start of the season. Has about 16 innings of work. He's only allowed 5 earned runs to 19 strikeouts. Make that another one here. 2 up, 2 down, both by way of the strikeout in the second. Brody Waller and Peyton Witter down swinging. We'll see if David Clark can fare different. Wessel's ERA sitting comfortably around the 2 mark. Trying to be a workhorse tonight for the Bobcats. Give them their supposed 8th win of the season. Clark shoots one into right center. Chris A coming in on it, and it will drop in no man's land just between second base and right field. Great location put it by Clark. He's aboard safely. Big swing and a miss from the 7-hole hitter Eli Koch. He's down 0-1. One, two, swung on and missed. 3 strikeouts picked up for Cole Wessel in the second. He strikes out 3, allows a hit. We are through 2 full. Bobcats retain the 2-0 lead. Building off a 2-0 lead, it will be 2, 3, and 4. Isaac Yearwood as he fouls off the first pitch. Jacob McCord and the cleanup hitter Cameron Combs due up again. So Combs will get his second at-bat in as many innings. Yearwood and Jacob McCord batting in the first and now the third. Yearwood now down 0-2, looking to get things going in the third frame. Comebacker up the middle. Hayden Griffith will scoop it, and the strong throw over cannot be picked from the first baseman, Brody Waller. Isaac Yearwood will be aboard. Hayden Griffith having to get that one out of his glove super quick. A really strong throw. The pick just could not be made from Waller. That ball was in the dirt. And Yearwood will be granted second base because the ball went into the dugout and out of play. So just like that, the Bobcats already have another runner in scoring position. Jacob McCord up. He's 0 for 1. Yeah, one from McCord fouled off. Bobcats being real swingy tonight, you could say. They're making good contact and fouling a bunch of close pitches off. Not too many strikeouts for the Cats tonight. They have struggled with strikeouts all season. Tonight, faring well against Kingston. McCord up the middle. Stenstrom coming in. He will make the catch on the run. Yearwood does not move from second. It is a line out for out number 1 in the third. Cameron Combs looking to follow up his first at-bat home run. Hit a solo shot to start the second. The question is always, how do you follow up your first at-bat home run? I think the answer is if you're not going to go yard again, have a good quality at-bat. Get on base. Get the pitch count of the pitcher up. Do something. First pitch in on Combs, and you can't do anything there. He is hit by a fastball up and in. He will be aboard for the second straight at-bat. That one a little less friendly than his first AP, but he's on base for that second time tonight. Braden Cox is 1 for 1. 2 runners on the board for the lefty. Cox now at a 1-2. 2 runners aboard. Swung on and missed. Cox down swinging. He is struck out for out number 2 in the third. Now up Mac McCord. First pitch fouled off. He was walked in his first at-bat. Yearwood on second. He got on base by way of the air. Combs was hit by a pitch. He's over on first. On the ground over to the left side. Housewright coming in. He will throw across the diamond. Play not in time. Now trying to get Yearwood off at third. He will be back safely. Brody Waller having to come way off the bag for that one. Mac McCord will reach safely. So base is now loaded. 2 gone. Chris A up again. He got a hold of one in his last at bat. Popped out to deep right. Good contact, just not deep enough. And a huge spot for the outfielder here. Yearwood, Combs, and Mac McCord aboard. First pitch to say, big swing, fouled up behind home plate and out of play. Couple innings in a row, the Bobcats getting multiple base runners aboard. They would love to score a little bit more. Straight to the bases loaded to end the second. One gets a big swing and a miss from the lefty. He's now down 1-2. Yearwood, Combs, and Mac McCord all aboard. Say it a 1-2. That pitch just a little outside. Sean Kingston up over 60 pitches with that one. The righty not having the start that he would like in terms of the quantity of pitches this far. 60 through 2 2/3 is a little high. 2-2 swung on and missed. Chris A goes down swinging. That is out number 3. Bobcats train him loaded again. They still lead 2-0 as we head on the bottom of the third. Cole Wessel out. Coming off a 3 strikeout inning and immediately attacking Gavin Housewright, who's currently up. 8, 9, and 10. 3 up, 3 down in the first. Allowed a base hit, a soft blooper in the second. Now back up in the third. I believe Wessel is at 3 strikeouts. I wish it was easier for me to go back and look at the stats for each inning. But he had 3 last inning, so we'll call it 3 currently. Hitting for a fourth. 0-2, just missing. We saw the other BCA team yesterday, or on Monday. Yesterday was Monday. Oh, what a long day, 2 days it's been. Now, the first game yesterday saw the other BCA team, their starter, throw 10 strikeouts in his 5 or 6 innings of work. Real impressive stuff. 1-2, fouled off. That was Joey Sulish. House right at a 1-2, battling against Wessel. Get a timeout. Sun going down. I know it still looks bright on the broadcast, but nice and blue skies. Kind of getting a little darker here at Knox Catholic. Housewright really battling, falling down 0-2 quickly. Fouling off a couple close ones since. Close miss on the 2-2. That will move the count full. Housewright battling. The payoff pitch. Strong on and miss. Housewright down swinging. That'll be out number 1 in the third. Strikeout number 4 for Cole Wessel. Looking to follow it up is Dylan Stinch from the 9-hole. Chopper over the left side. Coming in is Setzer. He will throw over. The throw on line, just not in time. It's an infield single for Dylan Stenstrom. Hit number 2 for the Eagles. There's a base runner on. Rounding out the lineup, it will be Maddox Myers. 10-hole getting his first time batting before the lineup will turn over to Hayden Griffith, who is on deck. One out, gets a swung on and miss. 10 days left of games, including today. It's been a quick summer, but 10 days worth of ball games left for the SMCL this summer, and that'll be that. 2 weeks and a day before the championship. So 15 calendar days, 10 days worth of games. Next week, the last week of regular games, and then Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday of the third week will be just tournament or bracket play. It's been fun. I've had fun out here in Knoxville. I'm glad I've been able to broadcast this summer. It's been a good time out here. 1-2. Stenstrom goes. Called strike 3 on Maddox Myers. He goes down looking out. Number 2. No throw down trying to get Stenstrom. Call it 5 strikeouts for Cole Wessel. Hayden Griffith up again. Lineup turning over. Stenstrom on second. First pitch swinging from Griffith up over the left side behind the plate. Cal giving it a look, and he will run out of room, almost making a grab on it against the fence or against the netting. But it will be dropped foul, 0-1. Griffith facing the lefty back in at 0-1 in his second AB today. He's 0-1. Down Broadway, 0-2. Looking for the put away pitch and strikeout number 6. 0-2 to Griffith. Just a little out. Stenstrom leading off of second. Looking for a put away pitch is Wessel. We will get a timeout right before the pitch is delivered. Played by Harding on a hop. The throw over in time, but it cannot be fielded cleanly from the first baseman. The tag at the plate. Save Dylan Stenstrom. What an aggressive base running. He will score from second. Eagles get on the board. The throw over from Harding was in time. The first baseman Combs couldn't field it cleanly. That will put Hayden Griffith aboard. Their lead now cut in half. Bobcats leading 2-1. Andrew Lewis, first pitch swinging. This one we played easily by Wessel. He will flip it himself. That is out number 3. The Eagles get one in the third. 3 full innings came and went. Your score 2-1. Top of the fourth, ready to go. We'll see Lucas Rocco get his second time swinging. He'll watch strike one go past him. Oh, one, Scott up to the right side. Witter giving it a look in right field. He'll make the catch. One up, one down. The back third of the lineup due up for the fourth. 8, 9, and 10. Rockhold popping out. Now Samuel Harding, followed by Bryce Cowell. Harding 0 for 1, struck out with the bases loaded in his last at bat. One, two. Harding fouling off a couple close ones this at bat. Not going down without a fight. Another 1 2 to the lefty. This time he swings over it, but still makes contact with it a little bit. Another 1 2 popped up. Look at Samuel Harding having himself a battle versus Sean Kingston. Kingston throwing his 70th pitch. Finally, the count will change now 2 and 2. Two, back up the middle. Good pick from Kingston. He will flip over himself. Harding retired for out number 2 of the fourth. Trying to build off a 1-run lead with 2 gone here in the fourth. It's Bryce Cowell. He's 0 for 1. First pitch swinging from the catcher. He'll chase 0-1. Lineup will flip over to Ian Setzer, who's on deck. They will get going their third time through. Three one, hard hit on the line, just foul. Bryce Cowell finding good contact on the 3-1. Working his count full with 2 outs. Just about the halfway point. An hour on the game clock as Cowell lines one over to the third baseman. A deep throw from Housewright in time. What a throw from Gavin Housewright deep behind the third base bag. But he throws it across the diamond in time. We are halfway home. The Bobcats won the first half. They're up 2-1. Second half of this one getting going. Cole Wessel out for the 4th inning of work. He'll see 3, 4, 5. Cohen Beyblade, Brody Waller, and Peyton Witter. First pitch to Beyblade, fouled up, out of play. So far, Cole Wessel's been faring pretty well. Has only allowed a 1 run on an unfortunate mishap or 2. He struck out 5 in the process. Cohen Beyblade 0 for 1. Big swing and miss. The fastball up top. And swung over the top of the breaking ball in the dirt. But now for the drop third. 3-pitch strikeout to start the 5th, or the 4th, excuse me. That is strikeout number 6 for Cole Wessel. One up, one down. Brody Waller swinging at the first pitch and foul ground. First baseman giving it a look, and it'll go out of play. Lucas Rockholt really making a bid for a nice play. So a half dozen strikeouts picked up for the starter for the Bobcats here tonight, as the Eagles constantly fanning. There is motion going on down in the bullpen for the Bobcats. Wessel might have 1 or 2 more innings in him. Later today for the Cats, we will see pitchers with the likes of Jeb Cox and Eben Hansen. 1-2 in the dirt. Jeb Cox, a mid-reliever, and Eben Hansen, not named officially, but pretty much the shutdown closer for the Cats. Wessel's 2-2 to Waller. Doesn't get a chase. Payoff pitch coming. Down in the dirt. Brody Waller works a good at-bat. Falling behind a couple of strikes and then working himself onto base. Runner aboard for Peyton Witter. He's 0 for 1. First pitch swinging from number 9. He's down 0-1. Waller struck out in his last at-bat. He got on base. Peyton Witter flew out in his last at-bat. He looked to get on base just behind Waller. Wessel battling about 57 pitches. That was the 58th one he just threw. So keeping his pitch count pretty conservative. One, two to Witter. Popped up right side. Chris A giving it a look down the right field line. And I believe he caught it just against the wall in foul ground. So good play from Chris A at the wall. I'll be out number 2 in the 4th. Trying to move Brody Waller over now will be David Clark. Clark's 1 for 1. One of the only people to not get retired by the lefty. Only 2 hits for the Eagles this far. One gets a big swing and a miss from Clark to throw down, trying to catch Brody Waller off the base. He's back safely. Looking for a put away pitches Wessel. The 1-2 runner goes. Called strike 3, home to Clark. That is strikeout number 7 of the day for Wessel. And out number 3 of the 4th. We're on to the 5th. Bobcats still lead 2-1. Two to one ball game here in the 5th inning. First pitch swinging from Setzer on a line into center field. Dylan Stencham is there. 1 pitch, 1 out. He has not even given me the chance to paint the scene in a new inning before he's already lined himself out. Easy work for Sean Kingston. He's out for the 4th, or 5th, excuse me. 2-1 ball game. Bobcats hitting up 1, 2, 3. Setzer, Yearwood, Jacob McCord. Yearwood's 1 for 2. Has a knock and a strikeout as he takes his 3rd time swinging tonight. Two zero on a line over to second. Hayden Griffith coming in. He will throw over in time. Good range from the second baseman Griffith to keep a runner off the board. Or off the bags, you could say. Yearwood retired 4-3. Now we'll see what Jacob McCord can do. Appeal down. Did he go around? He did not. So a half swing doesn't count. He's 0 for 2. McCord number 2. It's 0 for 2. And at bat number 3. Opposite way, it's Griffith again. He will field it. Another 4-3 ground out to end the inning. 3 up, 3 down. Quick work for Sean Kingston. Score remains 2-1. Bottom of the 5th, we'll see a new pitcher coming on. That'll be the end of the day for Cole Wessel. He goes 4 innings, allows 1 run, strike out 7 in the process. The Eagles will look to come back, trailing down by 1 against the new pitcher. Jeb Cox, another lefty coming out of the pen for the Bobcats. Cox's assignment to start his outing tonight. He will face Eli Koch due up first, followed by Housewright and Sandstrom. 79 to start the 5th. I came on the microphone a whole lot earlier than I normally do. I thought we were closer to ready to go to first pitch. But it's been a close game. 3 runs. The only real earned run coming from that solo shot from Cameron Combs. Both of the single run from the Eagles and the second run for the Bobcats coming from pass balls, errors, and whatnot. So we'll see what Jeb can do. It will be lefty to start the night for him. Koch is 0 for 1 tonight. So to get things going, his team not running to run out of time. On the ground over to first. Nice pick from Rockholt. He will take it himself in a hurry. The sliding in. That will be the end of the at-bat for Eli Koch. 1 up, 1 down. After that, we'll see Gavin Houser. I believe he struck out in his previous at-bat tonight. Still working their second time through the rotation. Housewright's been busy over at third base tonight. He's had himself a couple of hard hit balls grounded to him. He's made all but a couple plays, and impressive ones at that. Oh, 1 heater coming in from Cox. Now 0-2. Getting ahead of the third baseman for the Eagles. The 0-2. Just a little high up. The 1-2 to Housewright, just a little up. Now 2-2. Behind Housewright, Dylan Stencham. After that, Max Myers in the lineup turning over. Two misses way up. That one hit the backstop and bounced a mile high. So Housewright falling down 0-2, battling back to a full count, 1 away. Looking for a 1-out payoff pitch is Jeb Cox. Housewright taking a few steps out. Now the payoff. Back up the middle, off the shoe of Cox, it looked like. Nobody can field it in time. Cox trying. But unfortunately, Housewright just too fast down the line. We'll check on Jeb Cox. Hopefully he's all right. Looks like he wore off his foot. He's laughing like he's all right. I'll get a few warm-up pitches in after wearing that off the foot. Up now, Dylan Stencham. 1 out, 1 on. Lefty here. Stencham at a 2-0. Stencham at a 3-0. Cox unable to find the strike zone against the 9-hole hitter. Stencham looking to get aboard for the second time here tonight. He's 1 for 1. The 3-0 up top, a 4-pitch walk to Stencham. 2 runners now aboard. An unfortunate ricochet off the body of Cox, and the 4-pitch walk will put 2 runners aboard for the 10-hole hitter Max Myers. Get him out meeting. Trying to dial back in. Jed Cox, he'll face Max Myers before the lineup will turn over back to Hayden Griffith. 2 runners aboard, 1 out. Here in the bottom of the 5th of a 1-run ball game. Myers 0 for 1. Some mind game trickery going on over at second. That's what I have my eyes on. First pitch to Myers, way over the head of Cow. No throw. Both runners will advance a bag. Three straight misses to Myers. In danger of walking himself into a bases loaded scenario. Infield playing toes on the grass. 3-0 to Myers. Finds the top of the zone, now 3-1. All 4 bases will now be loaded. Lineup turning over. Up will come Hayden Griffith. We will get a pitching change. That will be the end of the day for Cox. So we'll step aside, let Evan Hansen warm up, and we'll come back. It'll be a bases loaded scenario here in the 5th. A huge spot to come in and inherit. It will be up to Eben Hansen to try and get the Cats out of it without surrendering up the lead. Bases loaded, lead-up hitter up at the plate. Myers, Stenstrom, and Housewright on board. Only one out, a ground ball within the inning. Hansen, the closer, coming in a little early. First pitch the opposite way over the right side. That one cannot be made smoothly. It will get through. One run will score. Everybody goes station to station. Game is now tied. No outs recorded in the process. A tough play for, I believe that is Ian Setzer now at second base. Kind of made an awkward sliding attempt and it just rolled past his glove. Infield completely reconfiguring. Harding at third. Cox at short. Setzer at second. Rockhold at first. Both McCords and Say in the outfield, it looks like. Trying to give their team the lead now, Andrew Lewis. He's 0 for 2 in a big spot. Bases loaded. Tie game. Good pick by Bryce Cal behind the plate, not allowing that one to get away. Stenstrom now on third. Myers now on second. Griffith, of course, now on first. Tie ball game and a 2-2 total score. Both teams fighting to keep their playoff hopes alive. Two-one to Lewis finds home. Now 2-2 from Hansen. Hansen had a 0.00 ERA up until his last outing where he allowed a walk, and I believe the runner came home to score on a pass ball or something along the lines of it. But his ERA currently sits below the 1 range. Hansen's 2-2. Got him swinging. A huge swing and a miss for Andrew Lewis. That is strikeout number 1 for Hansen. Out number 2 of the inning. Cohen Beyblade coming up to try to give his team the lead. First pitch down low, 1-0. Close game here, by far the biggest moment within it. Couple misses down low from Hansen. Two 0 fouled out of play. Good battle between these two. Two swung on and missed. Eben Hansen picks up strikeout number 2 of the inning and out number 3 of it. Straight ends the bases loaded. The Eagles do tie it, so we are tied up at 2 as we head into the 6th. End of the sixth, a brand new ball game. Score now tied up at 2 apiece. It'll be the end of the day for the other starting pitcher, Sean Kingston. I believe this is Mason Ward coming in to face Combs, and Combs throws the bat into his own dugout on the swing and miss. Thought my eyes deceived me for a second, but that thing went flying. You know, fun fact, in the game before this, we had a big swing and a miss, and the bat went the same direction over the left side, but it went up over the dugout onto the concrete below. So I don't know what is in the Knoxville air tonight, but it is not bat grip strength. Combs 1 for 1 with that home run. Bobcats trying to get back their lead. They've led for every moment of the game. And it is a 3-1 walk to Cameron Combs, the leadoff base runner for the Cats. Looking to follow it up is Braden Cox. Cox is 1 for 2 tonight. Squares to bunt, pulls back. Pitches out of the zone, 1-0. Another attempt to bunt. That one will be a called strike on the no-go. Cox fouling off the 1-1, turning into 1-2, so the bunt will be up and out of play. Or the bunt will be up and out of question. The 1-2, Combs goes. Cox pops it up on the infield. Shortstop coming in to throw over, and he drops the ball in the exchange. Could have had an easy double play. Combs was still in the middle of the baseline. David Clark drops the ball, and there's only one out. It might be just grip strength in general that's not prominent tonight, because we've seen a lot of bobbles on the transfer tonight across both teams. Bats being thrown, balls not handled cleanly. Oh, there's fireworks going off. Y'all see that? Look above the right side. Look at the trees. That's cool. A little after 4th of July. Oh, that's so perfect that my camera's picking that up. That is so neat. Looks like it's coming from right behind the Weigels. That's on that corner. Hope everybody had a good 4th of July. I don't know if I've said that yet this week. Mac McCord's up. He's 1 for 1. I think 4th of July and baseball goes together very, very well, considering every single MLB team played on the 4th. And then, of course, you have that infamous scene from The Sandlot where the boys are able to play the one night game a year because the sky was lit up bright enough because of the fireworks. That's what I call ball knowledge. And maybe not. It's probably one of the best baseball movies. Definitely is. More of a child's movie, but a classic nonetheless. To check over on Combs, he's been real dancy. 2-1 popped out of play, now 2-2. So I'm curious, is someone just popping more fireworks? Is that all we're going to get tonight? Like, if you're going to start it, come on, I want to see a whole show. On Friday, I managed to go to a Friday night fireworks game out at Minute Maid Park, which is where the Houston Astros play. And every Friday night, they open up the roof, have fireworks going off. It was real cool. 2-2, popped up left field. Ranging for it is Koch. He'll come in. He'll make the catch and straight away left center. Out number 2. Now up, Chris A. He's 0 for 2. Flew out and struck out. Combs still off of first. Runner goes. A hard hit ball over to first. Smooth pick from Waller at first. Real effortlessly there. It's out number 3 in the top of the 6th. Your score remains 2-2. Bottom of the 6th, we see Brody Waller facing Evan Hansen. A big strike one from the big righty. Both of them. This is what you call power versus power right here. Evan Hansen going up against Brody Waller. Big power with the arm and big power with the bat. Waller is 0 for 1 tonight. These teams tied up at 2. Ball strike 3. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night. Brody Waller retired on 3 pitches. One up, one down in the bottom of the 6th. We'll see 5-hole hitter Peyton Witter come back up. First pitch, swinging 4 straight strikes. Just a little low. So 4 straight strikes starting the inning. The 0-1 missing a little low, trying to get back on Peyton Witter. Peyton Witter is 0 for 2 tonight. There's strike number 2, nasty breaking ball coming across. Nasty stop from Bryce Gowell. He's been a backstop back there. By far one of the better catchers defensively in the league. The 2-2 up. Full count pitch. Called strike 3. Peyton Witter goes down looking. 2 strikeouts picked up by Hanson to start the 6th. Domination from the righty, really just pumping it in there. Now up, David Clark. Another big swing and a miss. Hanson's ERA is currently .7. Now he's getting ahead 0-2 over Clark. Oh, 2. Just close. One, two, swung on and missed. Edmund Hanson comes in the 6th, strike out the side in order. 1, 2, 3, go the Eagles. We're on to the final inning here tonight. Your score is still tied up at 2. Final inning set to go. Mason Ward back out on the mound. Trying to keep his team tied up at 2. It's up to Rockholt, followed by Harding and Cowell to take a lead and win it in the 7th. If the Bobcats do not take the lead here in their next 3 outs, they will have to settle with a loss or a tie tonight. Rockholt back up the middle, almost hits Ward, but there's a leadoff base runner for the Bobcats. Solid knock up the middle from the 8-hole hitter. He'll pass the bat to. It will not be Samuel Harding. It will be Tyler Bennett, it looks like. We will also get a mound meeting in the process. Does he pitch? So Mason Ward's going to pitch one batter. And then we're going to get a pitching change. So, all right, well, Dylan Stenstrom is coming in, it looks like. So we'll let him warm up. And I'll be right back. All right. Back here with now Dylan Stenstrom on the mound. No longer Mason Ward. First pitch to new batter Tyler Bennett. Bennett's getting his first at-bat tonight, and it will not longer be Bryce Cowell coming up next. It will be Dylan Lahr instead. That one gets away from the catcher, Beyblade. So that will allow Rockhold to go first to second on the pass ball. Bobcats in win it mode. Substitutions, playing aggressive. 3 straight misses to Bennett, it looks like. Rockhold will head over to third base. Go ahead run now 90 feet away. Infield coming in, all 4 of them. 3-0 finds home. Three-1 in the dirt. That'll put Tyler Bennett aboard. Runners on the corners, no out. It will be Dylan Lahr now up with 2 men on for him in his first AB. He's replacing the other catcher, Bryce Cowell. He'll have duties for the 7th. Infield still playing in. We'll see Tyler Bennett most likely be on the run here. Big moment here in this one. We're in the final inning, so there will be no cutoff in terms of time. We will play the 7th and then go home, win, lose, or tie for either team. 1-0 to Lahr, fouled up, way out of play on the right field line. Good contact. We did see Tyler Bennett going on the pitch as we expected. With the infield playing in, there is realistically no chance for a throwdown, which would also eliminate the double play. Not that it's really in factor because you can see shortstop Clark playing real wide of the bag. Second baseman Griffith not close to it either. 1-1. Fouled off from Lahr. Bennett not going on that one. Stenstrom on the mound, 1-2. Runners on the corners, tie game. Bennett goes, the 1-2 in the dirt. That will move Tyler Bennett to second. The threat of the double play now eliminated. Infield will stay, toes on the grass. The 2-2 to Lahr on the ground over a second. The stop by Griffith. He'll check over on the runners. And now the runner on third, Lucas Rockholt, tagged out. Great heads-up play between the second baseman Griffith and the third baseman Housewright. Huge first out picked up by the Eagles. Dylan Lahr will reach on the fielder's choice. It could have been a double play. Tyler Bennett was almost on third base whenever Rockholt was picked off. The lineup will now flip over. Ian Setzer up. 2 runners aboard. First pitch to Setzer popped up, right field line, and foul. If you're just tuning in, welcome. This is the highest the viewership has been all night in terms of current viewers, and y'all are tuning in a great spot. Setzer 0 for 3, top of the lineup, due up. 1 out, 2 runners aboard, and a tie ball game. He'll want to Setzer sitting to right center. Witter going back on it. He will make the catch on the run. Bennett tacking off a second. The throw in will not be in time. Lahr will stay at first. It's a sacrifice fly for Ian Setzer to get the runner from second to third. And now the Bobcats, whose inning started promising, is now in position to strand a few runners on if Yearwood cannot plate the runner who's 90 feet away. Up now, Isaac Yearwood. He's 1 for 3 in a huge spot. Needing to score that run from third because keep in mind, there are no extra innings. So after the seventh, that will just plainly be it. One oh gets a big hack from Yearwood. He chases 1-1. Lahr, a big step off for him. He's between first and second. He might not be in a pickle. Stenstrom will just look him back instead of trying to take the out with Lahr. He was halfway between the two bags. Maybe a distraction trying to get Bennett home. The 1-1 to Yearwood on the ground over the short. Coming in is Clark. He's got to make the throw in time. And he will. Bobcats strand 2-1. Huge inning for the Eagles. So the Bobcats are now unable to win the game. It will be up to the Eagles to win it or send us home in a tie ball game. Your scores we had on the bottom of the last inning, tied up 2-2. For the last time tonight, welcome back to Gaylor Field. We're in the middle of a 2-2 ball game at the very last part of the inning or of the game. First pitch popped up. I believe there's Eli Koch up at the plate. He'll foul off first pitch out of play. It will be Koch, Housewright, and Myers, I believe. Eli Koch 0 for 2. The Eagles just need to get one across to win it. Eben Hansen on the mound for his third inning of work. Like we mentioned, the Bobcats cannot win this one, but they can make sure they don't lose it either. Koch getting ahead now 3-1. 3-1 from Hanses. Misses down on the zone. It is a leadoff walk allowed from the Bobcats. So this is not Gavin House right up, but I cannot tell who it is. Let me look. First pitch swung on and missed. A heavy miss. Now 0-1. I can hear them saying Noah in the dugout, so we'll call him Noah. Check over on Eli Koch. It's that part of the season where they're picking up players that aren't on the roster, and I'm just left with names that I'm hearing, and no name on the back of the jerseys either. So Noah now in a 2-1. It looks like behind him will not be Maddox Myers. I believe Isaac Croy will be coming in to pinch hit. Hanson delivers the 2-1. Misses a little low. Now 3-1. Both teams pulling out substitutions here in the last inning. Eli leading off of first. A 3-1 to Noah. The pitch. Called strike 2. Payoff pitch. Swung on and missed. Huge strikeout for out number 1. Eben Hansen retires the first batter of the 7th. Let's see what Isaac Croy can do. 1 out, 1 on. Eli Koch on first, representing the winning run. It's a 2-2 ball game, a very close, tight game here tonight. I've had fun calling it. I've had fun watching it. 0-1, Koch goes down low. The throw from the catcher, Cowell, will not be in line. Croy working now into a 1-1. Eli Koch, the winning run now on second. One gets a big swing and a miss from Isaac Croy. He's now down 1-2. Behind him, it will not be Hayden Griffith. I believe this will be Jackson Good, I want to say, behind him in a pinch hit spot. One, 2 from Hansen. Just missing the corner. So 2-2 your count. Winning run on second. Hansen trying to send his team home with a tie. The 2-2 swung on and missed. Huge strikeout picked up for Hansen. Trying not to strand that winning run 90 feet away. I believe this is Jackson Good. First pitch swung on and missed. Two straight from Manson. On deck, Hayden Griffith behind him. Andrew Lewis trying to turn the lineup over back to the top of the lineup to score Koch. The 0-2 runner goes. Called strike 3. And I believe that will be ball game. Looking to make sure we're not playing an extra inning before I call it. So kind of an anticlimactic finish as your total for your final score here tonight ends at 2-2. So instead of one of these teams crawling themselves out of last, they both stay right where they are. Eagles move to 7-9-1. They are still in fourth. The Bobcats at 7-13-1. Only the second tie of the season. Real unfortunate ending here to this one. But a close-knit game that had competitive baseball written all over it. Oh, look at me there. Hold on. Let me change that. I don't know why it keeps doing this with my camera. Hold on. I promise I'm trying to fix it. All right, there we go. Much less colorful. But unfortunately for either team, it just didn't go their way in terms of getting the win. I know they always say in sports the one thing you can do worse than losing is tie because there's no clear winner. It's kind of just like an awkward limbo point. But this game will end in a tie. Your final score here tonight, 2-2. A good game where we saw Cameron Combs hit a home run. The Eagles scored a few. Bobcats scored a few, but either way, they will end in a draw. So that'll do it out here at Knoxville Catholic tonight. I'll be back here tomorrow at 5 p.m. I'm not sure which teams play tomorrow. But regardless, y'all should all tune in. I would appreciate some more viewership across the rest of the league. We've only got a few games left together, so I'd like to spend my time with y'all as much as I can before I got to get out of here in 2 weeks. But that'll do it. Your final score here tonight, 2-2. Thank you all so much for listening. My name is Hunter Mancuso.